What's up, internet? It's Dumbass Panicos Gaming, and we're doing another shiny hunt. I know I was supposed to do like Nintendo Switch Online stuff today. I think I might like hold off on that for a little bit. We will do Stadium next week, I think, but I think we're just gonna take a short break from that stuff. Because I really want to work on shiny hunts. I don't know. So today we're gonna start with Iron Thorns, and we'll see where we go from there. Again, we're at 1 in 1,000 odds with Pokemon Violet because I don't have the shiny charm on the save. So we'll just see what happens. But hopefully we can get it. Let's go ahead and start our picnic. So we want our iron type sandwich, which is 2 yellow pepper, onion, and then the regulars. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Might have screwed up. We need a regular onion. Do I have regular onion? We had, I don't. Okay. Let's go ahead and, not make that sandwich. Let's head on over and down real quick. Alright, as usual, off to a great start with these hunts. I really just, all the ingredients I should just have a ton of. It's not like money is hard to get in this game. Although I say that I am like actually kind of broke in a Sword and Shield, Jesus Christ, in a Scarlet. But I think we're quite a bit better off in this game. Let's see. Okay, that was interesting. Nope. Hit the wrong button. Okay. Surely you have onions. I should not have opened my mouth. They had red onions, but that's not what I want. This is a bakery, right? Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe this will be it. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna buy 100. Yeah, it is complete overkill, but... Oh, should not have bought that with cash, but whatever. That's fine. And then accessories, actually, because I've been meaning to go buy more. I'm not gonna spend money on, like, these expensive ones. That is a, dumb idea. Alright, we'll keep using those red picks just because we only got a few of them left, so why not? Alright, back over here. Let's go ahead and try that sandwich again. Now that I actually have my ingredients for it. Okay. Save again, so that way I don't have to buy that again. And then picnic. I believe we want to go to Research Station 2. So for Iron Thorns, it's the same thing as it was with Sandy Shock. So it's that rocky area over there. Okay, onion, green, red, 2 yellow. Get some meat on there. We'll definitely do bitter again. We'll try sweet again. See if that works. We might have to reset and use sour, or maybe end up using 2 bitter. Who knows? And then yeah, use our red pick. The picks don't matter at all. I kind of wish they did, because like they're just completely pointless, to be honest. Start with our yellows on the bottom. I feel like that was not close enough to ricochet off like it did. Let's do 2 layers, honestly. And we'll put our meat on top, and then whatever is left over, we'll stack on top of that. Work okay. Nope, come on. Go. It's a little sketchy. Having 2 layers of the veggies before the meat kind of makes the meat a little wobbly because it's sitting on a little bit more narrow of a base than it would be. Toss you over there. Toss or pick in there. There we go. Nice little sandwich. Let's see if it gives us what we want. We want electric type, encounter, shiny, and title. Yep, there we go. All electric, all the ones we want. Pack up and go. Really wish you could picnic inside Area 0. It's a weird thing that you can't. It's kind of like Area 0 is almost like the anti-wild area from Gen 8. Sword and Shield, that is. I guess there were a couple of Gen 8 games. Alright, out we go. So yeah, we do have a an Amoongus. There's those guys. Let me just real quick, I just want to check, or double check, what does the Iron Hand shiny look like? I'm not really looking for it right now. Okay, so basically the pants and the head are going to be silver, but it still has all the yellow, which is a little bit annoying. That's definitely one of the harder ones of the Paradox Pokemon to tell. Iron Thorns is extremely easy to tell. Because it's basically all silver. Oh, can't spawn up there. That's a little annoying. I guess I had that problem with the previous hunt as well, though. But yeah, it shouldn't be like Sandy Shocks, where I'm pretty sure I probably missed a shiny at some point during that. Nice thing about this is because of Iron Hands also being electric type, it will make this a lot easier. Once I do get this, if I have time left on my sandwich, I can run around trying to find one of those other ones, which will be nice. Alright, I think we're done spawning. I feel like it can spawn more than that, but if it takes more than a couple seconds, especially with a encounter 3, I don't think we need... Oh my god. Cool. I really don't like how the riding Pokemon work in this, and that, like, if you try and move your camera, they still move the same. So it's not like some games where, like, you move based on where your camera is. We get thrown straight into a battle here. Oh, wow. Actually, a little surprised we didn't. But yeah, it's like, you'll try and, you know, move your movement analog stick. Because it's like, oh yeah, well, I'm turning the camera, so I don't want to, like, you know, you're trying to adjust it based on how you're moving the camera. But actually, I don't think it helps at all. But also, I don't know. It's just, it's such a force of habit, because most games work that way. You can see here, I'm still climbing straight up, even though I was looking to my left. And, like, it feels like you should be starting to move to your left if you do that. There are exceptions to that. Typically, it's like games where, you're like controlling a tank or something though, or something, you know, with like a turret or armaments where it's like there's a really like major reason why you need to be able to move and aim separately without having them interfere in any way. But the thing is, when you hop into those games, it's always a little bit confusing because you're like, oh wait, what am I doing? I just have to remember to not move that stick when we check on that. Oh, we can get Raichu spawning, but it's not very common. I ain't too worried about it. There's a very good chance that I miss a shiny Raichu. Oh, I shouldn't say very good. There's a chance that I miss a shiny Raichu. But I'm not worried about it because I already have shiny Raichu. And it can't be a lowland form, so I don't care. It's the only Raichu I care about at this point in terms of shininess. I really wish when you do the trades in Let's Go Eevee, even though I guess it wouldn't, well, anyways, I really wish the trades in Let's Go Eevee, when you do the lowland form trades, if you traded a shiny, you would always get a shiny back. That would have been a really cool way to do that. Instead, they made it like the worst possible way to do it, which sucks. But it is what it is. Alright, come on. Oh, yeah, see, there's an Iron Hands as well. Pretty sure that wasn't shiny. I saw a lot of blue on it. Yep, go away. Yeah, this thing definitely sticks out quite a bit more than Sandy Shocks did when it's shiny. I am like ever so slightly worried that the shine coming off of it is gonna make it look more, or it makes these green ones look a little bit more silver than they are. I'm worried that that's gonna make me a little bit complacent, but I think it's fine. Realistically, that's the better problem to have. Like checking them too often instead of not often enough. Or double checking them too often. I'm glad this this slope here is just big enough to, or at least big enough rather, to get everything to like despawn. Makes it very very quick to do this. That was half of my issue with Sandy Shocks. The other half was just using the wrong sandwich. Though I do slightly wonder. No, I mean, the vast majority of my spawns here are Iron Thorns. It wasn't like when I did a ground type for Sandy Shocks and I kept on getting like Dawn Fan and stuff like that. Oh, we can't get Palmo to spawn. That sucks. But again, it's like, it's only on those rock ledges there that's happening. So I can kind of deal with that. Come on. So stupid that there's like, huh? What the hell are we doing? Go up the damn thing. Speaking, I was literally just about to talk about it. How you can have these slopes where it's not steep enough that you climb up it, but it's too steep to walk, or it's too steep to walk up, so you just slide down it. And it's like, why is that a thing? It really is a little bit impressive that Game Freak managed to take such a step back from the Legends Arceus movement, when Legends Arceus movement wasn't even that good. It was okay, but it was definitely rough around the edges. And then this game was just like, oh yeah, you thought that was bad, huh? We'll teach you little shits to complain. But, I mean, it's just a... largely just a fragment of the fact that it seems very much that they were working on this game, the developers, and then they realized that there was enough content that they either were like cutting or, you know, were just like ideas or whatever that they could make into Legends Arceus, so they gave it to their B team, or made a B team out of their staff, which Game Freak really doesn't have enough staff to be doing like multiple groups within the development team, but you know, whatever, I guess. Didn't stop them, and so these games were obviously developed at the same time, but also they had different teams working on them, so they made some different decisions in how they handled things. So, I mean, while there are things that, you know, are the same, like, you know, there is climbing and gliding and stuff, but how they actually handled those mechanics ends up being very different. Oh, is there one in the wall there? Oh, I wish I hadn't noticed that. What are we... What? Go up! Come on! Why? Turn the fuck around. Turn the fuck around. What are we doing? Apparently, if you stop on that slope, you can't... Oh, again, just... the way they did the movement in this game is just so bizarrely bad. When, like... Legends Arceus, again, wasn't anything too spectacular, but it just, they managed to make this, all the things that were kind of issues with Legends Arceus movement, like, hey! Alright, I'll stop complaining. I will stop complaining. That was nice and fast. What was that? Just over 10 minutes? Alright, well, I guess we're working on Iron Hands in a second here. Let's try a quick ball. Oh, cucked again. That shouldn't hurt. Oh, that's just charging powder. Never mind. So let's bring in... God, I hate having to use spores, the only issue. God, I have a kaiju right behind me just waiting to strike. My thing with Spore is because Sleep wears off after, you know, as little as one turn. And it's not super Oh, okay, wait, Spore... I guess that's part of why Spore is so damn good. Oh, it has recoil. Well, good thing I saved. But yeah, I just don't like trying to use this because the, you know, things wear off. Don't think Dusk Ball is going to be helpful here. Man, what is actually going to be good for me here? Because we can't use Timer Ball yet. Because we've only had 1, 2, 3 turns. And we can't use Repeat Ball because we haven't caught one of these yet. Wow, okay. This will be turn number 4. We're just going to go with the Ultra Ball and pray. We might not get a whole lot of time with our... to try and get our Iron Hands. But I guess we'll try and go after that next. I like Iron Hands anyways. Wasn't sure if we were going to get multiple shiny hunts out of tonight. Oh, cucked again. I think this is 6. You know what? Realistically, I think I should start using Timer Balls. Because I think at this point they're already better than Ultra Balls. Ultra Balls are really not good. I think they're only a 2 times chance to capture. Or a capture rate of 2, rather. As opposed to a Pokeball that's 1. But that's different from, like, I think Timer Ball maxes out at 5. Actually, it might be a multiplier. I think it is 2 times. Yeah, you know what? That is right. It's 2 times, and then the only one that's weird is, I believe, Heavy Ball is the only one that adds at a flat rate. Anyways, I might be wrong about which one, but there is one that does it like that. Alright, Timer Ball. I do feel like the Timer Ball kind of works for the Paradox Pokemon. The, like, clock particle effect. Very nice. Right off the bat with the shiny tonight. You'll love to see it. We are absolutely getting thrown into a battle as soon as we clear this. 3, 2, 1. Wow, okay. Surprisingly not. Okay, let me save real quick. And then we'll suspend. Okay, awesome. What was that? It was only like 20 minutes on the recording, too. Grass underground. Okay, yeah, let's just go work on our Iron Hands. Let me go ahead and pull up real quick here, though. What am I looking for? Scarlet and Violet. I want to pull up all the Paradox Pokemon for Violet, just so I can look at them. Any other electric types? No, so that Iron Hands is the only other electric type. Okay, awesome. Actually, give me 1 minute here. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. If I can find my correct scene. Alright, yeah, give me a minute here. I mean, we already got 1 shiny. I guess it's a good time to take a break anyways, right? But I'll be back in just a minute. Recording is resumed. Back over to this scene. Alright, so we should be able to go get this in the underground. Let me just check on this real quick. Alright. So, away we go. I'm wondering what other electric types are going to spawn. Hey, thank you for the follow, Unikitty. I appreciate it. Alright, so I definitely feel like this isn't going to be as bad as I thought it was going to be in terms of visibility. Oh! Well, that's not bad at all. Wait, is it? No, sorry. Oh, that's not shiny. Okay. Whoops. I got confused because I saw they didn't have any yellow, but it's because it's off, because the yellow are the lights. Never mind, that wasn't a shiny. Okay, well, we might waste the entire rest of this sandwich just trying to get out of here. Because they are literally just stacking on top of me, and I can't move. Okay. But yeah, looking at, like, the sprite on Cerebi, it seems like the shiny is kind of difficult to tell. But actually, it seems like it's going to be pretty easy. Even though I did just get confused there, but the lack of the dark part on the legs, I think, is going to be the main thing that helps. Also, is its chest piece also... Let me see here. Hold on. Sorry, suspending again so I can look at it real quick. Ah, okay. So it does, like, the chest part is still black, and, like, the inside of the pants is still black, but the outside of the pants is not blue anymore. And there's one in the walls there. Nice. Welcome back, Jed. It's more noticeable than you realized. Yeah. Yeah, this shouldn't be too bad. And, I mean, even if it is, we already got 1 shiny tonight, so I'm not too worried about that. We got my Iron Hands in all of 10 minutes, which, again, being at 1 in 1,000 odds right now, that is pretty damn good. Once again, I expected this hunt, or the Iron Thorns hunt anyways, to take a little bit longer. Unlike Iron Shreds, I was worried I'd miss it. I haven't looked at what the shiny for Iron Shreds is. Probably should, but we'll worry about that when we get there. I mean, if this hunt goes really well, we'll do at least a couple more sandwiches for Iron Hands here tonight. If it goes really well, we maybe can try for 1 or 2 more shinies as well. Oh, that just reminds me of my Dunsparce that was... my 2 shiny Dunsparce, actually, in this area that fell off of the edge of the area and then despawned because they traveled too far away. Literally back to back in the same spot, too. It was, that hurt. But we still ended up getting 2 Dunsparce out of that hunt. So we got Dunsparce and the Dunsparce, which was nice. And actually, to be fair, I don't know if maybe it tried to respawn the same shiny in the same spot because the first one had fallen off or something. Because, I mean, it was literally like, it was at the top of this cave area. And it spawned, like, outside of a fence, like, right on the edge here, right? And it, yeah, the first time I went up there, saw it, and then it fell off. And then it was like, okay, whatever, we got plenty of time. Came all the way back down, went back up. The next time I was all the way back up, there was another one. Did I get lucky with the segments? No, I didn't. It was only 2 segment form. I checked both of the shinies that I got. Because, I mean, one of them I wanted to keep as a Dunsparce anyways, and the other one, the Dunsparce. But, you know, I tried evolving both of them just to see, and yeah, they were both 2 segment. That is a hunt I do want to do at some point. Just, like, spend a lot of time doing Dunsparce encounters to try and get a shiny 3 segment. Unfortunately, as far as I know for the Dunsparce, when they spawn in the wild, not when they're evolved, they can only ever spawn as a 2 segment form. Which does suck, because you do get a few. Some of them spawn while you're trying to do the Dunsparce hunt, but they can only ever be 2 segment. I'll definitely catch whatever shiny spawn no matter what. Because worst case scenario, even if it is 2 segment, I can always trade it off. And probably what I'll do is I'll try evolving them, and then if they're not 3 segment, then I'll reset my save, evolve it. If it's not 3 segment, reset, and then just trade that off, and someone will hopefully get kind of trolled a little bit and be like, oh, maybe it'll be a 3 segment, even though it's guaranteed to not be. Really wish you weren't in the wall. I think there will definitely be at least one Pokemon at some point that is going to be shiny in the wall for me. The good news is, I won't be able to tell. Because if I'm able to tell if a Pokemon is shiny, and it's in the wall and I can't, like, get to it in any way, and I'm going to be upset. Yeah, my Dunsparce that fell off, if this dude would fuck off, was on, like, right over there where that one in the middle is there. That was a shame. That was a crying shame. But, oh well. Again, we still got 2 out of that hunt. I forget if it was 2 in 1 sandwich still or not. You got a shiny Giratina? Nice. Yeah, Giratina was one of the ones that I got as a, Actually, it was a very similar situation for me, but I'm getting off track already. I had originally gotten it through the DNS exploit in Gen 5. So I had a shiny Giratina from that. And then when I was working on Cresselia in Dynamax Adventures, I kind of got, you know, like you, I got fed up trying to get it because it was taking forever, it seemed like. So I was like, okay, I'll just let me just go knock out a couple of these other ones that I don't care about, because at the time I didn't care at all about a shiny living dex. And then the first one I did was Necrozma, which I did not care about getting the shiny at the time. I was like, yeah, this shiny sucks. Guess what Pokemon was shiny? And then a couple of raids later, because after that happened, I said, fuck this, I'm not going to bother with Cresselia. I'm just going to get all the legendaries and then move on with my life. But it was a couple later that I did Giratina. I also got Giratina shiny. And it's like, god damn it, I already have this. So I got the one that I didn't care about and one that I already had after spending probably like 120 encounters against Cresselia, which isn't that crazy, but god, Dynamax Adventures take forever sometimes. So that's like the worst part about it. It's like 20 to 30 minutes a run. So yeah, it's 1 in 100 odds with Shiny Charm, but it's nowhere near as fast as hunts that are actually like lower odds. Just being able to, you know, push through a whole bunch of them just ends up working better. I play Dynamax Adventures with a buddy. We get it done in like 15 minutes. Yeah, definitely if you have like a friend that you can play locally with for Dynamax Adventures. Actually, I don't know. It might work fine online too. But like having it actually be someone you know and can communicate with instead of just having to deal with like probably random 5-year-olds playing it will definitely help. Because the little kids, as bad as the AI in Dynamax Adventures is, I don't know if it's any worse than the little kids are. In fact, it might be better. At least Dynamax Adventures is almost completely random. Whereas the little kids will just like do the wrong thing. Well, actually I shouldn't say that. Dynamax Adventures does the wrong thing. They both suck. I'd rather have random 5-year-old than the bots. I don't know. I guess my thing is the bots don't intentionally try to troll, whereas the little kids might be like, it's so funny to attack our teammates. And it's like, okay. In fact, it's not even so much the little kids, but like the teenagers. And it's like, okay. Like, congrats, you have all the time in the world after school to fuck around and be a little bitch on games, but like some of us actually have lives and don't want to spend our entire lives playing this fucking video game, so like, can you not? Oh, I thought that was it for a second. That looked like completely silver with yellow lights. I do kind of wish they would, maybe like change the color of the lights or something for the shiny. How much time we got? Less than 5 minutes. I feel like random kids would be like, ooh, cool Pokemon, instead of picking a counter, which would still be better in some cases, Lamau, than the bots. I feel like what if the bots take a Pokemon is like 99% random. Except for, like, if they are low on health, and then it's, like, more likely that they'll take it. For some reason, the initial pick, the bots get the super effective move, and then proceeds not to pick that mon or swap it later. Yeah, well, the problem is that I don't think the bot thinks at all. I don't think it, like, no... It takes into account at all the, what either the upcoming matchups are, or what, like, the final matchup is. Whereas there is at least a chance, even with randoms, that they'll do that. But, yeah. I don't know. Either way, neither is a good option. It just ends up being more frustrating than it's worth dealing with. Which might have something to do with why I don't want to ever go back to Dynamax Adventures if I don't have to. Playing with two people almost secures a win, as you get fucked with picks. That's fair. I mean, you're removing one AI and you can cooperate and stuff, so yeah, that definitely would help. But yeah, like, that's also part of why I hate Dynamax Adventures. It's way too random. Like, not just way too random, but like, besides the fact that you can't bring in your own Pokemon, but it's like, you have a couple of seconds to react to whatever's going on, you know, to basically, like, look at what the Pokemon is and see if you want it, which your next Pokemon you're going after, which, like, there's a silhouette in the shadow, so you can kind of tell, but, like, sometimes the fog is really covering it, so you have to sit there for, like, 5 seconds to get any sort of idea what the Pokemon is. Like, if it was more consistently, like, a skill thing, then okay, you can work with that. But it feels like there's not much you can do. Sometimes, anyways. I think we're going to stop seeing these guys spawn in a second here. Or we're going to start seeing other stuff spawn. Nah, that doesn't have a silver head. Where's the shiny Iron Hands? Yeah. I mean, I can't really complain yet. We did have, you know, one shiny already to sandwich. So I hopped down here just so I could not, like, waste the entire rest of the sandwich. And they're still spawning pretty good. Oh, there we go. That's the end of it. Alright, let me at least get up to the top here. Oh, yeah, I can definitely... Right, because Iron Treads, it's just like the black part is silver, huh? But it still has the red. Yeah, that's annoying. That's going to be fun. But that's not going to be tonight's issue, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. I just want to check these real quick. Make sure there doesn't end up with, like, just a random shiny. Okay, let's teleport back up to the top. We'll save, and then we'll start another sandwich and hop right back down here. Already good luck tonight, so I'm not too worried about it. I'll probably try and do, like, probably 2 more sandwiches, maybe 3. Depends on how I'm feeling. I don't have to work tomorrow, so not too worried about it. Let me save. Just make sure all my stuff is good to go. Let me go heal real quick with a Moongus. Or for a Moongus, anyways. So when I start dropping some spores, I don't get like knocked out. If we do get lucky here on this next sandwich, we'll go after something else. Not quite sure what. Took the guillotine into PLA for a screenshot. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm so happy that that Legends Arceus didn't get the same treatment as Let's Go Eevee did, where because the stat calculations are different, in Let's Go Eevee, if it's a Pokemon from outside Let's Go Eevee, you can't send it to it. You can take a Pokemon out of the Let's Go game and then send it back, but if you get Pokemon out of Let's Go, send it to Sword or any other game, then it can never go back. And stuff from like Sword and whatnot can never go to it to begin with. So I'm glad they dealt with that with PLA, because it definitely makes a lot of things easier. Something I need to remember to do at some point is shiny hunt for a couple of Porygon, so that way I can go easily evolve them in Legends Arceus instead of having to do the trait evolution. Okay, we'll try one of these and one of these. Also, speaking of Giratina, because I was thinking about how in BDSP you can actually kind of see like the 3D versions of Pokemon, because you can have following Pokemon after a certain point. But like the legendaries are all really tiny actually, which is kind of hilarious. But I actually found out recently there's already like a ROM hack for BDSP. And it like adds a bunch of really good stuff. Plus, because it's on an emulator, the game runs extremely well. It runs at 60 FPS. And it's actually impressive how much of a difference it makes. Like, even though that game actually runs at like a smooth 30 FPS, unlike, you know, this game, it's just, it looks so much nicer just having the extra frames. But it also does add stuff like how the legendaries are super tiny when they're following you, but when you do the ROM hack, it's actually like they're more accurately sized and stuff like that. Kind of want to check that out at some point. I did see though that it doesn't run well. It runs well, but it does have like a lot of graphical glitches right now, which honestly might not even be a problem with the hack. It's probably more to do with the Switch emulator. But, and actually, if you have a hacked Switch, so one of the ones that like before they patched the firmware hack on it, actually I think it was like a hardware issue that they patched out, or you know, whatever it was, they managed to undo it. Maybe it was firmware, but like after a certain point you couldn't buy Switches with the old firmware. Anyways, with the hacked Switch, you can actually play it on that as well. I wonder if that doesn't have any issues. But, like, you have to find a hacked Switch, because, again, you can't just buy a new Switch and hack it anymore. I think, actually, my Switch might... Well, no, because I've updated it. Damn it, I just realized. Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, it depends on, like, what the actual exploit is, but, my Switch, I think, is old enough that it would have been possible, but I don't think I can anymore. But yeah, I'm not gonna like try and hunt down a hacked Switch just to play that. And again, I think the emulator is probably still a little flaky, which, you know, that's stuff that gets sorted out with time. It's no real surprise on that. But hopefully sometime soon here, speaking of emulators, the Pokemon Company will stop hating money and give us some way to play the older gen Pokemon games on the Switch. At least gens 1 through 3. Whether that ends up being through Nintendo Switch Online with, like, you know, the emulators through that, or if it's like a separate sale. I really didn't think that would be a thing, like selling them separately as like a bundle or something, because it, you know, just seemed to make so much sense to me, right? That they had just released the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance emulators, and then a couple weeks later you had the Pokemon Day, and they didn't say anything about Pokemon games, so it's like, oh, they're totally gonna like shadow drop something, or at the very least announce something. Fucking nothing. God, Pokemon Day was such a just like, ugh. I'm like, it's like the one time I've ever been hyped for any sort of a Pokemon presentation. And it has made sure that I will never be hyped for another one because, boy, I didn't even think my expectations were too high. Like, I thought, at the very least, we'll get something about those emulated games. And we'll get something about a release, like a firm release date for the Pokemon Home update. We got nothing. We got like a tiny little amount of information about the DLC, and then for this game, that is, and then that was basically it of anything that most people care about, or at least like people that are playing the console games care about. Like, I know some people probably care about Go, but I'm not sure that anyone really gives a shit about Pokemon Cafe. I'm sure plenty of people give a shit about Pokemon Unite, but I feel like that really is just a separate player base. I want to try the rock. Iron Hand does work there. Where is that rock? I assume it's like a similar thing to the Sableye and Bagon and Larvitar, where it's not going to be too difficult to set up. Because, yeah, I can try that. Honestly, I probably would have, but I didn't. Down the ramp from the station, go to the right where the sign is, and fly to the crystal. Okay. I'll go up to the top here and go back down. We'll try and figure that out. But yeah, I forgot to actually look up where like that stuff was, because I kind of planned on it, but oh well. All you do is walk back and forth. Okay, should be easy enough. And what all can spawn there? I'm assuming like probably Iron Moth can't. But like obviously this, Iron Treads, Iron Bundle I would assume, but I already have that, so I don't really care. All besides Iron Thorns, Moth, and Bundle. Oh, really? Iron Bundle can't spawn there. Okay. That's interesting. So just fly to this crystal over here? Okay, I'm gonna assume this is our rock. Okay, I can see why this works. I think that's all our spawns. Back on up. Hey, what's up, Banes? Welcome back. Well, what are we hunting tonight? I had started with Iron Thorns. I got that in about 10 minutes. So right now we're working on Iron Hands. Now, if we get any luck with that, I might try Treads, or Iron Treads, that is, or maybe something else. We'll see. But that kind of depends on me getting this tonight. Again, we're still rocking 1 in 1,000 odds, so... But also, the thing is, I think normally in this area, because you can't have outbreaks, even with a shiny charm and the sandwich, you're still looking at like 1 in 683, so we're actually not that much worse than best odds. Good luck. Thank you. Hopefully we get some good luck. Well, we've already had some good luck. So even if I don't get anything else the rest of the stream, I'm not going to be upset about that. We got 1 shiny. That's good enough for me. But I will gladly take more as well. Don't have to go that far back for despawn, just the edge of the lower crystal. Okay. I was just thinking about that I should probably just be looking back while I do that to see when they start to despawn. Oh yeah, you don't have to go far at all. Better luck. That'd be nice. That seems like most of them. Yeah, definitely the color on the head is, even from the front, it's more obvious than I thought it would be, so that's nice. Like the opposite of Sandy Shocks that I thought was going to be more obvious than it was. Because like I could tell that the color on that one was similar, but it seemed like the texture, the like shininess of it, like how much light was reflecting off of it, not it being shiny. It seemed like that was gonna be kind of obvious, but it was not at all. Honestly, I got lucky. I just happened to notice on it. But yeah, we're gonna work on this tonight. Probably some more of this tomorrow. I've kind of just decided that I'm like kind of gonna go all in on shiny hunting again. Even with Scarlet, I'm just gonna say screw it. If the save gets borked, the save gets borked. We'll just worry about it if it happens. So we're definitely gonna do more of this tomorrow. And then I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do for streams next week. Is size a relevant thing in this game? I don't think so. I don't think it really makes any difference. I don't think even in Legends Arceus it really doesn't make any difference. The only exception being that maximum size Pokemon alphas are have boosted stats. But I think in this game it's purely cosmetic, which is honestly that's probably for the best. People would get way too sweaty with VGC if they could like having a max size Pokemon gave them better stats or something. Though it would be cool if it, like, maybe you had more attack and defense and whatnot, but maybe you have less speed. Plus there's the, is it Grass Knot? I think there's a couple different moves where the size of your Pokemon, the larger it is, the more damage you take. So that could be interesting, but yeah, it doesn't, more speed if it's smaller. Yeah, exactly. That could have been interesting, but it's not the case, so oh well. And again, I think it's probably better if they don't. If only for the competitive scene. But yeah, I don't know exactly what we'll do next week for streams. I do want to do another Alolan Raichu stream. And then I do want to start breeding for Paldean Tauros. My only thing with this spot, which is worrying me, is when I run back, sometimes when the stuff in the back despawns, it immediately gets replaced a little bit closer, and I'm worried that as I'm running away from them, I'm going to despawn a shiny. Although, I'm pretty sure shinies are a lot more aggressive about not being able to despawn. So I think I'm probably fine. Yeah, just move a little slower. But yeah, definitely more of these hunts. Once I run out of these to do, I don't know what I'm going to start doing. Maybe I'll start working on the trying to get a 3-segment shiny Dunsparce. Dunsparce, rather. Just have that be like once a week. Also, we might have a new Midas Mark raid next week, so we could also do that. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, part of the reason why I'm like kind of taking a break from Nintendo Switch Online games, although I think I will play Stadium next week as well, so that'll be another one. But also I'm like a little on the fence about the Raichu stream. Is as bad as this sounds, I'm like actually very close to affiliate right now, I think. And pretty much ain't nobody watching Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee on Twitch right now, if you can believe it. Funnily enough, actually, YouTube, Let's Go Eevee does very well. I'm not sure what the hell the cause of that is, but all of my videos have done very well. Even the ones that came out months and months ago still get, like, more views than, like, brand new videos that I put out. But yeah, it is kind of a thing where, like, I don't want to tank my average views. As horrible as it is to, like, say, but also, like, I'm kind of right on the cusp there, and then after I actually get affiliate, I don't give a shit. Well, I do give a shit, but it's like, you know, just get past that milestone. So we'll see. Dunsparce has no business being that good of a shiny. Yeah, it's pretty damn good shiny. It's been a great shiny since Gen 2, which is the crazy thing. Because there have been a couple shinies that have been tweaked a little bit. Like Charizard was originally a lot more green, I believe. Was that? I hope that wasn't one. Yeah, that was one, wasn't it? I saw it right when it despawned. That's what I get for talking too much. I realized right as it was fucking leaving there. Oh, that sucks. Probably people looking up tutorials for Eevee. Maybe, but it's like deep into like some of the like my playthrough. Like part like 3 and 4 get a ton. That hurts. That was what I was worried about too. But I can't even like blame the game because, or like even like this method, because I just wasn't paying enough attention. I was just autopiloting. Also, I guess that kind of kills my... Okay, bye. He apparently was so unhappy that he took his own life. Worst part, it was like the 3rd spawn. I kind of figured because it was so close, too. But I guess that kills my theory that the game's more aggressive about not despawning shinies. Even though I swear I've heard that from other people, too. But also, you know what that does mean? That 100% means that the spot where I had a shiny Dunsparce, I had 2 shiny Dunsparce spawn in the same spot in a row. And both jumped off of a cliff, just like the Iron Hands. Oh well. I mean, being that this is all that we've hunted with this sandwich, we haven't lost any resources. I've only wasted my own time. Actually, I should just get off of this so that way I don't move as fast. That would be a good idea. Because I'm like slightly pushing on the stick a little bit. But this way I have a little bit more leeway with it. Really hoping I would see your chat. Yeah. It was like right after I saw it despawn. I was like, oh god, wait, was that the shiny? And I looked over, I saw your message. I just went, oh. How much time we got? Yeah, we're halfway through it. Watch, I won't get another one to spawn tonight either. I'm gonna be here for another, at least one more sandwich, and we won't see another. That would suck. Boy, imagine how it's gonna go with Iron Treads. That's gonna be a fun time. In fact, actually, I think with Iron Treads, I might honestly just do that with my other route, just because I actually, like, stay around the Pokemon a little bit more and, like, look directly at them. One of the things with this is that they're kind of grouped together, which makes it a little bit harder to see. This is definitely the faster way to do it, but I think for something like Iron Treads, it's harder to see. I think the other route might be better. But yeah, it kind of sucks that I kind of already have the Pokemon, all the Pokemon that spawn in this spot. Oh, right, Jugulis. Okay, that's the other one. I was thinking I had everything else. Yeah, Jugulis will be pretty easy. Yeah, because Jugulis normally is, like, all black, and it has, like, kind of purplish pink LEDs to it, right? Or lights or whatever. But I would assume the shiny is, like, all silver. And yeah, I do already have a Valiant. I kind of want to get another shiny Iron Valiant, for reasons. Okay, that one at the edge there never despawned, but that's fine. Because, yeah, I do have the one that got traded to me, but I don't know, I kind of just want to get another, I'll be honest. So maybe we'll do that. We'll see. I have to get a couple more Herba Mystica for... yeah, I have to get a couple more Herba Mystica. I was gonna say that, like, oh, right, you know, we got one shiny, and then we started shiny hunting something else with the same sandwich, but we didn't get a shiny with that, so it doesn't really matter. Once again, jumping to his death. Cool. Reminds me of the, I don't know what platform it was uploaded to, but like the short video of like the guys playing games together. There's a group of friends, and one of them was like, if I was going through a hard time, would you guys be there for me? Oh, that video. I don't even know like what I would use for the search terms to look that up, but that, like, it starts funny and progressively just gets more and more brutal and dark, and it's hilarious. Definitely, if you can look that up and you haven't seen it. Definitely want to, yeah. That's just, I had that shown to me by a coworker. I was like, oh my god. There's a rock that saves them. Oh, interesting. I can see some spots that they get saved on. In theory, if I chase after them quickly enough, I should be able to keep them from despawning. But that requires me to think quickly, and that's not exactly a trait of mine, quick thinking. Rainbow Six Siege, Grizzy and Friends. Oh, nice. I'll have to remember to look that up myself, just so I can, like, save it as a favorite. Jesus Christ. Man, ever since that one shiny got despawned, they've been real active about leaping off. They are really not impressed with my inability to pay attention. I really hate, I've hated this since this game came out, but it doesn't happen too often, but when you're walking away, like walking towards the camera, so facing away from where you're walking, the game will automatically try and turn your camera around for you. And it just is like, no, don't. Why are you doing that? Don't move my camera. Especially when I'm walking directly towards the camera. Like, when it's at an angle or, like, you're, like, you know, running around something, it makes sense. I have the video, if you'd like me to link it. No, it's fine. I can look it up later. I'm not worried about having it right now, or right this second. Just having the name is good. Thank you for offering, though. They kind of send the shiny hands into the nether realm. I suppose that might be worse, right? It just, like, got blinked into oblivion. It got Thanos snapped instead of potentially falling to its death. At least the ones jumping had a definite end to it, right? God, that got real fucking dark. Exact name is this Rainbow Six Siege video is hilarious. Okay. Boy, what a fantastic title for that. Alright, come on, shiny. Am I doing this charm and herba? No charm. I'm 1 in 1,000 odds. I don't have shiny charm on this save. I have it on a Scarlet, but not on Violet. I will, like, eventually get the charm on this, but I'm kind of just waiting for Pokemon Home to come out because I can't be bothered to go and catch everything in the Pokedex again and do all that stuff. Although I do still need to get the legendaries, or the Treasures of Ruin legendaries in this game. So I need to get around to that eventually. But I'll probably do that off stream just because I don't want to... I hate those stakes. Well, I don't really hate them, but it's just not... I don't think that's going to be too interesting to do on stream, being that I'm going to be constantly looking at a guide for it. But yeah, and also again, like, even with the charm, your odds on this are like 1 in 683, I want to say. So it isn't as brutal, only being 1 in 1,000 without it, as it would be with, like, if I was breeding, being 1 in 1,000 instead of 1 in 512. Actually, it's 1 in 1024, but I just say 1 in 1,000 because who gives a shit? But also with this game, I'm not really going to breed in Violet at all. I can do all my breeding in Scarlet. Still waiting on your shiny Roaring Moon. I got very lucky with Roaring Moon. The first time I tried to do it, I didn't realize that I had made the wrong sandwich. Or specifically, like, I had the right, the shiny and the title boost, but I didn't have encounter boost, and I was, like, getting frustrated. It's like, why is so much other shit spawning? Like, I know other shit can spawn, but why is so much other stuff spawning, right? And then, plus, I had already heard the horror stories of other people getting like 10 shiny Pokemon, other shiny Pokemon, before getting the Roaring Moon. Hey, there we go. We got it. I almost walked away from that one again, too. That would have been bad. But yeah, fortunately, my first, like, correct sandwich, I did get my Roaring Moon as a shiny. Not terribly long into that hunt, either, which was nice. Okay. Once again, I have not caught one of these. I got so stressed again. Sorry for giving you PTSD. Ball. Hey, there we go. Didn't get cucked this time. That's 2 shinies with 1 in 1,000 odds tonight. That's awesome. It's also another one that I hadn't bothered to catch for the Pokedex yet. I really don't have much excuse with Iron Hands, though. Oh my god. We might not be able to get out of this. This might be a problem. Could have been 3. Yeah, except I would have left this immediately afterwards. Okay, I can't blame the game for that one. I was, like, trying not to run off the ledge, but, like, you know. Okay, let's just jump. Things that are really concerning to hear, depending on the current mood of the person. Alright, save again. How much sandwich? Ah, okay, there's not even enough point in. I don't know why I did that. Okay. Up to the top. Alright. I'll probably, yeah, let's do Iron Jugulis. And then next time I shiny hunt, we can try and work on, Iron Treads, and we'll just do the path for that. And then I'm gonna have to figure out a spot for, Iron Moth. How bad is Iron Moth? Yeah, that's gonna be a rough one. There's not much difference there. Definitely want to look at the wings for it. Jugulis is... yeah, Jugulis is gonna be pretty easy. I think Iron Shreds will be interesting, but yeah, we'll at least do one Jugulis tonight. See what happens. For Jugulis, do you recommend a... oh, wrong button. Do you recommend a dark type or a flying type sandwich? Gonna get going. Enjoy the rest of your stream. Congrats on the redemption catch. Thank you, Baines. Thank you for coming in. I do appreciate it. You have a good night, man. Let me see. What's my thing here? Which one's easier to make first? Flying is... oh! Double meat, but also onion. Dark is fillet. Is Glamora flying? Glamora is rock poison. So, no. I do feel like, in the cave, flying is going to be better. Let's do that. It's an easier sandwich anyways. Alright. Onion. Uno, dos, tres. Pair of meats. Guess we'll run a bitter and a spicy and see if that works. Drakloak flying? No, Drakloak is a dragon ghost. Let's throw one of these as a base, so we're not trying to stack all of them on top. I wish I would have placed that better. I'll be okay, though. I do kind of wish the, like, perspective on this was a little bit better. I definitely end up placing a lot of stuff too close to the bottom. Just because, like, it looks good, but then it's just too low. But we should be okay here. Then 5 pepper on top, plus our onion. Doesn't work, you just make dark. Yeah, no worries, you're good, man. I was just curious if you knew off the top of your head. But, like you said, if it doesn't work, we'll just make the other one. But this is definitely an easier sandwich than the dark sandwich, so I'd rather start with it. It's not as bad as the, is it grass? Yeah, grass is the one that's, like, a nightmare. Because you need all the lettuce for it. Oh, actually, speaking of, what is... we'll worry about that later. I was going to look at what typing Iron Moth is. But as long as it's not only grass type, which I know it isn't. Flying, flying, flying. Very nice. Let's get in there. Fireworks, awesome. Come on, let me move. All right, can we get 3 shinies tonight? 3 shinies and 3 sandwiches would be awesome. In fact, I'd be 4 for my last 4. Which, hey, speaking of terms that are somewhat baseball related, fucking Arizona Diamondbacks aren't complete trash. Holy shit. In related news, someone needs to check if hell is frozen over. But yeah, I've actually been, like, having a good time being a Diamondbacks fan. Might not last for the whole season, but goddamn. I'll take what I can get. Alright. Definitely seems like it's just going to be flying types in here. They fly over to me? Oh, they can kind of fly over. Well, hey, at least that means they can't jump to their deaths again. No easy way out for you. I should probably be careful about that. That's one of the things that Twitch actually is, like, kind of picky about, like, not making... Well, I guess it's more like, I don't know. I should just say in-game. There we go. That's what everyone else does, right? To say all the same exact jokes that Twitch wasn't happy about, but they can't complain because they can't even, like, say that they thought you meant it seriously. I do find it funny, though, that that was basically the immediate reaction by streamers to them clamping down on that, which I think mainly when Twitch said that they were going to be, you know, trying to crack down on it. It was mainly like people actually like, you know, trying to do self-harm type shit. And they kind of just wanted it to get cut back so that way they weren't going to be legally liable when someone like seemed like they were joking about it but then actually, you know, did something regrettable. Okay, I guess we're done with spawns. Or I might be getting a little bit too close or something. No, because Iron Hands was working fine. Are they spawning down there anywhere? I don't know. That's weird. Spawns aren't as good as Hands. That's weird. I wonder... Oh, you know what it could be? At least in, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Is that... How many is that? Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? So yeah, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, at the very least. Flying Pokemon and, like, ground Pokemon had different, spawn, like, maximums. Well, here we have 3, so I guess this kind of shoots my idea in the water. But I wonder if just because it's, like, a flying Pokemon, if it's just, like, it has a different spawn cap. Let's run a little bit further back. Let's see if maybe there's something weird going on with that. Yeah, that definitely seemed to help a little bit. Maybe not, though. Seems to be about the same amount as the one before the previous one. Okay. I don't think there was a shiny in that trio there. Though it really does like spawning them right on top of each other, which is an interesting strategy. Also need to be careful to not, like, run off the edge. That would be a little annoying. Yep. Okay. I don't think that one that was up high was a shiny. The one that spawned in for, like, half a second. Wow. Boy. You're really being generous here, game. Alright, hold on. Maybe try the route. Yeah, well, let's see. Does this cause a bunch of spawn? If I can get, like, a good number to spawn consistently, I feel like I just need to run a little bit further away. Yeah, I think it's just something weird is happening that they're, like, somehow getting stuck and not despawning, but also they're not visible or something. Though I should be looking behind me, but again. In theory, if I'm moving fast, they shouldn't have much time to spawn another one in. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely like a distance. Yeah, this has to be just a distance thing. That should work. God, I hate the crystal reflections. They just don't work very well. They also just don't make any sense. They just, like, they did it in a very lazy way, but also it doesn't even look remotely correct. Yeah, so there was definitely just something weird going on there with not moving far enough away. back over. Yeah, if I can get this, I'm not going to worry about, I won't have to worry about this rock again. Because again, with Iron Shreds, we'll do the route. Iron Moth. I assume it's in the same spot where I got Slitherwing. There's a good spot, like right at the entrance to Area 0. So we can try and knock those out next week. Among all the other fun and games. Right in front of the first station. Okay. Uh-oh. Hopefully it doesn't chase me. I don't see a shiny. They are far enough away at times where I am a little bit worried, but just because when they're looking head-on at you, there's like so much blue and pink that it's kind of hard to see if there's silver instead of black, but I think we're good so far. Especially when you have stuff like that where you have that like white outline around it, and it's like, okay, so is that like silver, or is that just the game not being great? Yeah, that outline is scary, yeah. I don't think I've missed one yet, though. Okay. Come on. I hate how this crystal is like just high enough that I can't consistently jump on top of it. Sometimes I manage it, but sometimes I just end up grabbing the edge. Oh yeah, for time. Alright, we're already through 10 minutes. If we don't get this, it's fine. I'm gonna wrap up after this sandwich though, but I think I'll get a little bit here. And again, we've already had a really good night, especially for not being the best possible odds, so. And actually, I mean, we got 2 shinies out of that last sandwich. I just didn't catch one of them. Whoops. Actually, I might be able to even knock out, even if I don't get this tonight, I might be able to knock out this and, the other 2 that I still have as well tomorrow. Because, again, I don't have to work, so I can, in theory, start streaming earlier. Now, pretty much every time I've ever said that, I end up not streaming at all, but, you know, in theory, not necessarily in practice. No, that was outlined. Will the mighty Bidoof punish you for wasting the shiny odds? I think it would have punished me with the Iron Hands if that was going to be the case. There was definitely a thought in my mind that was like, oh god, this is going to take like 5 sandwiches now. Alright, come on. This, for me, this rock gave me at least 1 shiny, but he did have charm. Yeah. I mean, also with Sableye, even considering that I didn't have the charm, I still went... I estimate anyways, because I don't have an exact count, but I think I went probably at least triple odds before I actually got the Sableye. Because I think I got probably around 400 encounters a sandwich. Possibly more than that. I did like... probably like 7 sandwiches, I think it was. So I was somewhere in the ballpark of 3,000 encounters. Also, I probably could be doing this a little bit faster, but I'm just like really trying to check them all before I start moving away at all. Because the big thing is, like, you want to make sure they all actually spawn in. Otherwise, you have that situation where they, it spawns in, and then right as it spawns in, it despawns because you got too far away. I got 2 shiny Bagons with just an encounter sandwich, then none with 3 Herba sandwiches. Yeah. Yeah, when I first tried that one, I didn't have any Herba Mystica, so I just did a, you know, level 2 encounter. Which worked decently, but, I mean, you know, could have been better. I was like, okay, did a couple of those sandwiches. I was like, all right, you know, I'll use Herba Mystica. I was just hoping to get lucky here. But my first few shiny hunts, I had really bad luck in this game. So I did like 2 or 3 Herba Mystica sandwiches in that cave. Didn't get it. And I just left it because, like, okay. Well, part of it was I wasn't consistently getting through spawns either, because I wasn't using Gallade for it. So that was part of it. But either way, I was like, yeah, you know, this doesn't work as well as I thought it would. And then whatever I was like hunting for next, it took me a couple sandwiches before I got it. And then the next one after that took a couple sandwiches. I was like, wow, why am I having such bad luck? And now since then I've had kind of like average luck in terms of what I've seen like other people doing. Come on, come on. There we go. But yeah, I was really not happy with shiny hunting in this game originally. It's just because it was like Herba Mystica sucks to get, and this was just like it wasn't even helping early on. And it was just like, what the hell, dude? But the other thing was early on with doing raids, I really didn't have like many raid Pokemon set up. In fact, I think I only had like 1. So it wasn't really any good trying to get Herba Mystica, because I just like I could only do a couple of the raids. But you know, I got it figured out, and now we're in a good place. But now I'm also kind of getting to the point where I don't even really need the Herba Mystica, so you know, that is how it goes, I guess. We're down to probably about 10 minutes left on this. I'll check next time I do it. You don't even really grind for Herba Mystica. Your friends just do the co-op and then leave trick. Yeah, it's definitely a good way to do it. I guess that was another thing. I also had pretty bad luck just getting the Herba Mystica. Like, even when I would do raids, I wouldn't get it. But I've definitely had some better luck recently. I mean, hell, at this save, I had one raid on stream give me 3 Herba Mystica, which at the time was like the most I'd ever gotten from a single raid. I don't think I'd even gotten 2 from a raid. at that point. And then wrapped up stream sometime later. And in the same set of raids that had been spawned for that day, off stream while I was working on it, I had a raid give me 5 Herba Mystica. And that's where actually most of the stuff that I have right now came from. 5? Yeah. They didn't even have like the a raid boost sandwich or anything going. I just got absurdly lucky with it. But yeah, I've been pretty consistent that I get like, if I do all the 5 stars in a, or like almost all of them, occasionally there's a couple that I just don't do still. I'll get like 4 typically. Like not for one raid, just doing all of them. So 4 in total. Come on, there we go. Which typically that's good for a shorter stream. Because, you know, usually you don't get shinies out of every sandwich. These are my experience. I definitely get plenty of sandwiches where I get multiple shinies, but I've gotten a few where I don't get any. Iron Moth and Roaring Sky does spawn. Really? Roaring Moon, I assume you mean? Roaring Moon can spawn here. Interesting. But like you say... Hey, there it is! Nice. This is gonna be interesting. Hey, come here. I need you, like, where I can encounter you. Or I can just throw a Pokeball at you, which I think is what we're gonna do. Nope, 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 okay. I just sent my Pokemon to its death. There we go. Nice. You killed him. Don't worry about it. Oh, that's awesome. Please catch. Nope, okay. It's another one that I haven't caught yet, so we're gonna have to do this the long way. What was it again? It was Flying Dark, so I should be able to Spore. I should be able to. Okay, Spore. I'm so glad this is 100% accurate, because usually, like, the sleep moves are only 90%, but again, that explains why Spore is such a feared move, and why only a couple Pokemon actually get to learn it. Okay, so that was 3... We'll throw a couple Ultra Balls, then we'll start using Timer Balls. Yep, there we go. Nope. Oh, you know what? Actually, what am I doing? We're in a cave. God damn it. I'm dumb. Oh, cucked again. It's like 3 times today that I've had it break out on the 3rd turn, or on the 3rd shake. What was that? That was 5... Or was that 6? That was 6. This is 7. And then we'll get 2 more Dusk Balls, and then we'll start throwing, timers. Okay. Also, I think this Amoonguss is going to go down. We're going to have to revive it at some point here. Yeah. Especially if it wakes up right now. Oh, okay. We'll be able to use a timer here. Get at least one off. Alright, best possible odds now to catch it. Oh, I guess we could lower its health. But, especially with the couple that were, like, dealing self-damage. That's a risky game. Also, I don't have anything with false swipe right now. You would think I would build something for that, but again, I'm not really planning on doing a whole lot of shiny hunting in this profile, or on this save. Hey, there we go. We don't need it. Hell yeah! Oh, hit the wrong button. Helps if I actually do the right facial expression there. Another one. I love how for a bunch of these Paradox Pokemon, all I have is the shiny form. In fact, maybe all of them. Yep, right into another battle. Run. And away we go. Okay, how much time do we have left? 6 minutes. It's not even worth, like, trying to find something else to hunt. Awesome! Save again. Let's get back up to the top. And we'll check them for marks, and we'll wrap up for the night. A little bit of a shorter stream, but I mean, I got 3 shinies at 1 in 1,000 odds. I really can't complain. In fact, yeah, no, that was 3 sandwiches. So, I mean, that was good. Also, I mean, I didn't get to start till 1 a.m. It's almost 3 a.m. now. Okay. Boxes. I really need to organize. Okay. Check summary. Oh, this has a mark. Sleepy. Okay. Interesting. Nothing, nothing. Oh, well, that's fine. Awesome. So, yeah, that is 3 shiny Paradox Pokemon on top of my, the Iron Bundle that I already have, and then also the Iron Valiant that I have in Violet. Or in Scarlet, rather. This is Violet. So all I have left is Iron Tread and Iron Moth. The 2 that are, the Pokemon they're based on. They have, well, or the Paradox. Yeah, they're both based on the same Pokemon, but there's a Paradox for each version of the game. One for Scarlet and one for Violet. Because you have a Slitherwing and Great Tusk in Scarlet, and then Iron Tread and Iron Moth in Violet. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up there. Tomorrow we're going to do some more shiny hunting in this. Probably just, yeah, we'll just try and get those last 2 that I'm missing. And then we'll figure it out from there. It is going to hopefully be a longer stream, so maybe I'll go play some Scarlet, try to get some more Urban Mystica so I can start looking for Dunsparce again. We'll see what happens. But yeah, hey YouTube, if you got this far, thanks so very much. Come check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/PanicosGaming. I try to stream every Wednesday through Sunday, typically like 2 to 3 hours of stream, and usually starting late at night, somewhere around the like midnight mark, Mountain Standard Time. But as you can see, we do a lot of shiny hunting here. I get a lot of shinies when I'm having good luck. It's always fun and hype when we get a shiny, so come hang out and chat. But if you don't, if you're just gonna watch on YouTube, that's fine too. Thank you so much for your support. I definitely do appreciate it. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time.